more than ever. And here's my quick response. No stress, no drama, more support. And it's that simple. When we walk out the house every day as black men, it's a high probability that we might not make it home. So the last thing we want to do is come back home to an argument, to a bunch of stress, and a bunch of unnecessary drama. And it's that simple. Is this an attack on black women? No. I love my black queens. I love my black.
First of all, you little colonizers need to stop attempting to judge black women based on European femininity standards, since we all know that we birthed all this shit. I mean, what if we started holding you to European masculinity standards? I mean, what if we started expecting you to make things like laws, or own things like land, or govern things like countries? Or what about free things like yourself or us? If you're gonna tell the story, tell the whole story. Tell the people how, when you date and marry out, that you, one, turn them into single mothers at a higher rate than even black women. And when you do finally decide to marry them, that you have a 200% higher divorce rate than any coupling. In fact, black men have the highest divorce rate of anyone. So I suppose that since most of those divorces are initiated by the women, that at some point they realize that the grass isn't greener on the darker side of the fence. Let me give you some high probabilities for black women when they walk through your doors. 60% of all black women and girls are raped or molested before the age of 18 by black men. Black women are killed by domestic partners 3 times that of any other race of women by black men. And 60% of all new HIV cases in black women are from their husbands and boyfriends, not from casual sex. And since we know that black women date out at only a rate of about 4%, almost all of those cases are from y'all. If this is your idea of love for black queens, let me speak for the collective and say it's a hard pass. But you, sir, don't have any queens because you are not a king. You are a colonized pawn in the game of patriarchy, doing the clear man's bidding by spreading stereotypical tropes about black women based on their standards. Bless your heart.
What's up, folks? Tyrone here. I know y'all, of course you just seen the video that I posted, and I wanted to come in and give my opinions on what is going on social media when it comes to this gender war between men and women on social media. Bottom line, I don't think it should be going on. The next position that I have is I think that men look weak whenever they take the position that this guy takes. Men, you look weak whenever you take the position that this guy takes. And I want you to notice that the thing that he named out was all emotional. It was about his feelings and how he want to feel when he get home, and he don't want to be worried or argue. That's all emotional stuff. While his sister laid out some real tangible problems that we can address as men. When it comes to land, when it comes to policies, when it comes to rules, when it comes to transmitting diseases, when it comes to leaving these babies in the homes without their fathers, we can really address those issues. So I just thought that this was fun because you guys know my position when it comes to these black men on social media talking about women all the time. I think that it's weak. I think that it's a bad look. And don't get me wrong, in this part of the video, people gonna ignore. I'm not with this pink pill female extremist stuff either. No side should be extreme. We're supposed to be partners. That's what's supposed to happen. We're supposed to look to one another and lean on one another and get information from one another on how to move forward in our relationships. But on social media, we're divided. It seems like the men has the louder voice, the biggest megaphone, and they're making the most noise when it comes to this conversation. Just like you seen in the video, the guy made up a video response, the woman snapped back, and she's got every right to do so. Unless, I mean, I agree with everything she said, but I've got to go check some of the stats of what she was claiming and all that kind of stuff to validate it, because I haven't did the validation on what she's claiming about, you know, having the highest divorce rate and all of that kind of stuff. So I need to check all of that stuff. Just in general, I think that this is a good thing whenever you see these men come out here and publicly make themselves look like an ass complaining about black women. Black women should actually put them in their place. We should get away from this conversation altogether, to be honest with you. We shouldn't have this divided conversation in our community. But it exists, and people got to address it, and I'm glad that this lady did what she did. It was pretty entertaining and informative. So that's my opinions on the video. Peace.